An athlete, which means I'm still learning.
I'm still growing.
I'm getting important lessons about perseverance, teamwork,
determination, respect, and dedication through playing sports at my school.
Mom, Dad, Coach. In a few years,
I'll probably forget a lot of the details, but I won't forget the lessons I learned.
From the way you act towards my teammates,
coaches, referees, and other fans.
What kind of lesson do you want me to learn? I'm watching.
Sportsmanship, together we make the right call.
This message has been brought to you by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association.
Now back to live coverage on the CRN Sports Network.
Top of the third and top of the rotation for the second time now for Brandon Lusk and the Clayton Comets. One up first is Bryson Griffin, sophomore second baseman number 3. And count, Bruce Barrett is already at 1-2.
Yeah, Griffin flied out to the third baseman. First time up.
Pitch comes in. Pitching, another strike and a strikeout for Bryson Griffin. That's the first strikeout of the game by pitcher Jake Good for the Garner Magnet Trojans. And we got to get back to the top of the rotation. Up next to hit is going to be number 11, Clay Clenard, shortstop junior. Number 11 at the plate. One out already in the top of the third. Pitch from Good, comes in, and they're going to call a ball on that one. 1-0. So number 11, Clenard, the man that scored for the first run for the Comets, at the plate. Ball goes outside, and it's going to be called ball 2. 2-0 on your count. Clenard at the plate, 2-0. One out. The pitch from Good.
Ooh.
Right down the middle.
But high.
And high, they'll call ball 3 on that one.
That ball had a little bit of a break on it, I would say.
I heard that in my headset. The 3-0 pitch from Good. Clenard will not swing at it. No, he will. They'll call strike 1. 3-1 your count now. So 3-1. The pitch from Good. Down, and they're going to call ball inside, walking ball 4. So Clay Clenard, shortstop, number 11, will advance to first. And this will bring up Tristan Rooney to the plate, number 20. Sophomore right fielder, Bruce Barrett.
Yeah, Clay Clenard now has been on base twice. One, he got a base hit to deep center field, and now here he is, and he is the only one who has scored tonight for the Comets, and it's basically the same situation, 1 out, 1 on.
Yes, sir. 1 out, 1 on, and at the plate, number 20 of Rooney.
Call strike.
And they'll call strike 1. Tristan Rooney at the plate, right fielder, sophomore. Pitching is again Jake Good. Catcher is Max Wimberly for Garner. The plate. The ball comes in. He'll take a swing at it. They're going to call 0-1. He just tipped away. 0-2 now your count.
This will be the 35th pitch for Jake Good.
The 35th pitch of the game.
In an inning, a 2 1/3 inning.
35th pitch by Jake Good, and it is strike 3. So 2 outs in a row now. 2 away, 1 out remains, and up next to play is going to be number 18. That is the designated hitter, Marcus Coates.
Marcus Coates flied out to left field his last time at bat.
Number 18.
No, he had he had a single.
Calls a strike on the first pitch. 0-1. So 0-1. 2 outs. We're in the top of the third. 1 run scored. That's Clay Clenard in the first. At the top of the first, there's a run. Swing to left field. Quickly, the third baseman.
Got away from the first baseman.
It. It's a wild pitch. Right there. Tristan Rooney couldn't get it in time, and neither could Jackson Dunlop. And Clenard will advance to third.
And they will score that in error on the throw. And Clayton advances to second base.
Wow. Asleep at the wheel was Garner. Number 18, Marcus Coates will advance to second. Clenard to third. Runners on second and third.
So they'll
Tough
score,
break there.
They'll score that E5 on the Garner third baseman, and that's Lucas.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough break there for
You have to wonder about the wet field, if that had anything to do with that throw.
It is wet. I'm not going to lie to you out there, Bruce. It definitely is a wet field. Tough break there for third baseman. And that was Jackson Lucas just throwing it wild to the first base player of Bryson Galloway. And then it just was a wild pitch, went out of play. And now you have runners to come in to score after a shot.
And he's
safe. First, he's safe.
He's going to be
Clenard
safe.
will come in and score. That's his second score of the game. Jackson Dunlop, the third base junior, with a run single at first. And now you also have number 18, Marcus Coates, advancing to third.
So the runner, Clenard, who was walked, comes around and scores again. That's his second run. And
Clay Clenard scores 2 runs. You have Coates at the third plate, and you have a runner at the mound to hit, and that is Jackson Dunlop at first. Number 7, Camden Capusta, left fielder, and a junior at the plate, and we're 6th on the rotation in this inning alone.
And they're going to score that a hit for Dunlop. Swing and a miss.
They're going to call strike, actually, on that one. 0-1. We're here at Trojan Park, CRN Sports Network coverage of baseball, softball, down the stretch to close out the season of 2020 sports, 2019-2020 athletics for the Clayton season. Thank you to Bennett Jones, John Amoson, Brandon Lusk, Greg Parrish, the coaches for baseball and softball for the Clayton program, and Bruce Barrett, Wesley Outland, Trey Snyder running the boards back at our studios.
Swing and a miss.
In Henderson, a swing, and that will end it. That will wrap it up. Top of the third done. One score comes in. So at least they stop the bleeding from Coates coming in and scoring. Clay Clenard with 2 runs, and that's the top of the third, Bruce Barrett.
Yeah, so we have 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 men left. After 2.5 innings, it's the Comets 2 and the Garner Trojans 0.
Bottom of the third coming up. Comets baseball continues on the CRN Sports Network.
Looking for a life insurance company that specializes in what you actually need? Protection. Call Danny today with Symmetry Financial. Danny is certified in all 50 states, which means Symmetry Financial is not limited and has over 30 companies to choose from. Symmetry Financial has proved time and time again that their options and pricing is just better than the rest. Give Danny a call today at 828-994-1681 to see how Symmetry Financial can make life simple.
Unforgettables. Nice. This show is sponsored by Unforgettables. Unforgettables creates detailed hand-painted baseballs for every baseball fan. Check them out at unforgettables.com.
Now back to live coverage on the CRN Sports Network.
Back here at Trojan Park, the home of the Garner Magnet Trojans. CRN Sports Network coverage of Comets. Bottom of the third we go. Clayton up by 2 by scores by Clay Clenard, shortstop, number 11, junior. Doing good for Clayton, Bruce, and we're ready now for the bottom of the third to get underway.
Well, on that run that was scored, it was scored because of the base on balls, and then the error by the third baseman, Lucas, there allowed him to get that run with 2 outs. So that was a costly error for the Comets, for Garner.
And now we go back to the rotation. Addison Norris is at the plate, senior designated hitter, number 6. First pitch comes in from Erpenbeck, and it's a strike. Second one. Swings it. It's out of play. Man, that first baseman was trying to get to it in time quickly.
He was like, wheels, don't fail me now.
Bryson Griffin, boy, I tell you what, that field is wet, soppy wet, like you think you're at a mud bog.
And when the ball hit the ground, it just like clunk. It stayed there. Didn't move.
Radio with pitchers, that's a description of the ball with Bruce Barrett. 0-2 your count. Pitch comes in from Erpenbeck down the plate. They're going to call a ball on that one. A little too high. 1-2.
Just a little bit, just above the visor of the helmet, if you will.
1-2. Number 6 at the plate, Addison Norris, the DH senior. Number 6. Up next to hit.
Swing and a miss.
And it will be Max Wimberly to hit swing, strike 3 on Norris. And this will bring up the catcher, number 10, Max Wimberly Jr. for the Trojans. 0-2 your score right now.
Erpenbeck's second strikeout of the game.
And Erpenbeck second. Yeah, okay, thank you. Erpenbeck now gets ready to throw to number 10, Max Wimberly. And we have a flyby.
Yeah. Pitch
comes in. Down the plate, no call strike.
Nice fastball right down the meat of the plate there.
0-1 your count. There's our official flyby. A little late on the national anthem, though. It's
the Goodrich. it's the Goodrich blimp.
1-1. Oh, swing and a drive. Right field center. Trying to get back in time. Right fielder makes the catch. That is going to be for the Comets. Tristan Rooney, number 20. And 2 away now.
And they'll be going back to the top of the order now.
Top of the rotation.
McLean.
Yep, Noah McLean will come up. Shortstop, senior, number 11.
He hit into a 5-3 fielder's choice.
So Clay Clenard for the Comets has been the big scorer so far. 2 runs scored by Clay Clenard, shortstop. Everyone else has been doing really good on the Clayton side, but he's been the man that's put the points on the board for Brandon Lusk Clayton Comets. And we're at 2-0, bottom of the third. Number 11 at the plate. Top of the rotation now for the second time for Garner. Noah McLean, shortstop, senior, number 11. And we're at 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes down the plate. They'll call a strike on that one.
Corner.
I thought for a second the ump was going to wait to call a ball, but he called 1-1.
Yeah, that ground out actually was a 5-3 put out. It wasn't a fielder's choice. They just threw him out at first base. So he's 0 for 1 with a ground out.
Pitch. And that will be.
And we're going to appeal, and the appeal says no.
Okay.
He didn't go around.
So they're going to call ball on that one.
It looked like from up here that he held his swing. It didn't look like he went completely around, didn't cross the foul line or anything with the bat. So it looked like a good call.
For sure. 2-1. Hey, tomorrow night we got coverage in Clayton. We're at Clayton. We're at the softball park as Greg Parrish and the Lady Comet softball teams on the road tonight taking on the Grays Creek Bears. We were going to cover that game in Hope Mills, and then we quickly threw in an audible to cover this baseball game with the Comets and Garner Trojans. But tomorrow night, Bruce and I will be live from Clayton, the home of the Comets, for softball. I like baseball. I like softball, too. The ladies will be in action against the Triton Hawks, as getting a walk will be Nolan McLean for Garner. They'll get something started here offensively, as up next to hit will be Caden Brown, number 7, center fielder, senior.
Okay, we have 2 outs, runner on first base, and that was it. That was Epperbeck's first base
first
free
walk?
pass.
Okay.
First free pass tonight.
Got you.
Ooh, inside.
Ooh, inside on the pitch there by Erpenbeck. He had to duck out of that one. Caden
At least
Brown,
back up a little bit anyway.
That's right. He was hugging the plate.
He is.
Runners on first and at the plate. And they're going to throw to first. Quick throw to the first baseman. That's Harrison Deutsch from the pitch by Erpenbeck.
Yeah, Nolan McLean's got some speed here, so they'll need to watch him.
And another swing here, 2 outs.
He tried to check his swing there, but the umpire himself called that strike.